Since we all have voting on our minds, somebody actually asked me yesterday how long it took for me to cast my vote on Tuesday. I'm in New York, voting for mayor, a couple of city council positions, and a few ballot initiatives, and I said, about 5 minutes. In fact, with one exception, it has never taken me more than 5 minutes to cast a vote in any election. The exception was 2016 because I lived in a very Republican town and they were very eager to vote for my uncle. So that took about 20 minutes. Anyway, why does it take such a short amount of time for me to vote? Well, one reason, of course, is I'm white. And that's always an advantage when it comes to these things, isn't it? The other reason is this. When I go to vote, I go to the table, I give them my address so they can point me to the right poll worker, because you vote by congressional district. And then I give them my name. They look it up in the rolls. They ask me my address again to make sure that it's me. They ask me to sign my name. They compare that to the signature in the rolls, and then they give me my ballot, and then I go vote. I don't need a driver's license. I don't need a passport. I don't need a gun license or a fishing license or a social security card. I don't need a blood donor card. I don't need anything except to give them my name, my address, and my signature, because I live in a state that believes in democracy. I live in a state that believes that there should be no unreasonable hurdles to casting a vote in any election. So when people tell you that it is not unreasonable to expect some form of ID with your address on it, tell them they're wrong. That is not how it is supposed to be in America. But Republicans know that the harder they make it for people to vote, the more it advantages them. Democratic states understand that too. So let's make sure that we start putting people back into power who will not chip away at the Voting Rights Act and make it harder for Americans to cast their ballots and engage in the franchise.